Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is Mr. Dogbo333, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich, the Socialist Republic of Italia. Now, last time we were here together, we ended the war. Arguably a very undramatic fashion, since most of it was off camera. But what are you gonna do? Other than tell our Air Force to stand down. And, yeah, here we go. I'm not going to have too much going on in this part. This is very much going to be a wrap-up little portion of things. I'm just going to, we're just going to sit back. It's a bit of an epilogue, consider it. In the meanwhile, let's take a look at our new leader, Mr. Alberto Mesci. Alberto Mesci was born in Borgo San Donino, Parma, in 1879. He worked as a bricklayer from a young age, quickly becoming involved in the local socialist movement as a writer for various publications. In 1905, he emigrated to Argentina and became introduced to anarcho-syndicalist ideas, though his radicalism got him expelled in 1909. Back in Italy, he became involved in local union organizing in Carrara, Tuscany, a local syndicalist hotbed. From 1911 to 1914, his activism secured many rights for workers, such as a pension or an 8-hour workday. In 1912, he founded the Unione Sindacale Italiana, an explicitly revolutionary syndicalist organization. When the Weltkrieg came, he saw that it as an opportunity for the international proletariat to cast off a yoke of the bourgeois, but was conscripted to fight nonetheless, and became a POW in Hungary. His uncompromising demands were a large cause of his division of the division between the Republican movement and the ICW between whites and reds, with him firmly in the latter camp. Once the SRI was established, he positioned the USI as the main union in rural areas, owing to his uncompromising attitude towards the Catholic Church. He was initially ambivalent to an alliance with Mussolini to militarize the Socialist Republic, seeing it as a necessary evil. However, when it became clear that Mussolini was only interested in securing control of the state, he became the main proponent of a strategy of strategic cooperation, arguing that he should only be supported in actions that furthered the revolution. The second Risorgimento's aftermath saw him convince the more moderate CGL to support his vision of an uncompromising revolutionary attitude. Messi in charge can only mean one thing: no quarter for reactionaries. Speaking of no quarter, it's time to exclude the Catholic unions. We're just going to work down here, and then that's probably going to be all, honestly, for the series. So let's get working on it. We cannot afford to come to a deal with the force that's working to destroy the Republic. Even they may declare themselves loyal, the Catholic line unions will have to be disbanded for security of the Republic. Well, there we go. You guys just head home, I guess. There we go. Start collecting that fuel again. And what do we want to work on? Oh, there we go. The South was never industrialized to its full potential. However, now that we have control of the South, we can begin a program to industrialize the region to help improve the lives of people living there by bringing jobs and development and lowering inequality across Italy. I like it. What do we want to do? Do we get a core? We don't get a core on these guys off the bat. That kind of sucks. But we're getting some good compliance across these provinces. Alright, I was just gonna... Free military factories. We got a lot of military factories. My God. It's beautiful, really. Just do that for now. It's not going to matter too much, is it? I don't think so, at least. I mean, sure, but it'd be easier if I was in your club. Oh, look at that. We got a core on Lombardy. It's actually really nice. Was it 50% compliance? Yeah, that's the qualifier. With Italy now unified, the question has arisen on how to bring the singles economy to the rest of Italy. Some think the best way is to focus on building up the unions of the area. Others think the best way to symbolize the rest of the country is to focus on collective farming. A third option is more cooperative, especially those that serve the military, which could be the key to revolutionizing new regions. Let's focus on communal farming. His Holiness has locked himself within the Vatican, as previous popes did during the days of the Kingdom of Italy. He refuses to acknowledge that the Socialist Republic of Italy rules Italy. However, so long as he's locked within the Vatican, he can do little but make noise. The Pope. How many divisions has he got? Let's go ahead. Empower the Chambers of Labor. The local Chambers of Labor were initially instituted in the last century to deal with the power of essentially appointed mayors, but now they have a new objective, crushing the power of a church at the local level. This cannot be achieved actively, so instead we'll gradually shift local government power into the chambers. Sure. And I guess in the meanwhile, Well, that would have been fun to take part in, but we can't exactly do that now, can we? The government of Germany has collapsed. You know, I'll just sit back and watch the border gore. Oh, there we go. We've survived the Second Weltkrieg. Alright. In an effort to provide some sort of devolved governance to the recently pacified parts of the country, Parliament has approved the formation of new provincial parliaments, or juntas, through the country. Though they lack legislative powers, the new provincial juntas will have some level of budgetary control and will act as a middle ground between the local administration and the national government. Democracy on every level of government. Fairly united, the Giro d'Italia can begin again. The Giro d'Italia is a cycling race that began in 1909, but the outbreak of the Weltkrieg, the ongoing political instability in Italy, have altogether prevented the race from being held since 1914. The race, of course, goes from Turin in the north all the way down to Napoli and Bari in the south, back up to Milan. Let the race begin. So I think out of all the land we could core, we're missing Nice, the Savoy chunks. Apparently not South Tyrol, which is interesting to me. Oh, look at that. Rijeka, Kotor. I think that's it. Right. Fausto Coppi has won the Giro d'Italia, setting a new record. At the age of 20, he's the youngest cyclist to complete the race. His win has also popularized his training regimen and his particular diet, which focuses on whole grains where other racers consume large amounts of red meat. Congratulations, Comrade Colby. Oh, what do we have here? New anti-clerical. Yeah, it kind of sucks for the compliance growth, but... Alright, let's do revolutionary expropriations. With a souring relationship with the church, we can't allow them to control the local governance of the nation, even excluding the churches themselves, they control a myriad of other utility buildings, which will have to be nationalized. Well, there we go. In an attempt to break the local institutional power of a church, we've chosen to expand the suffrage in local chambers of labor elections and extend their powers over locally conservative-leaning rural municipalities. The effort had been relatively effective. While the church had condemned the reforms, this doesn't mean as much as they already refused to recognize the Socialist Republic in general, while progressive Catholics were content with having some way to influence local governance in some minor way. Of course, the actionists have also piled on to condemn the move as inherently anti-democratic, but they're in no position to do much about it. The advancement of Italy begins today. There we go. Let's take a look at the world. Just pretend we're still in the faction. Although it is kind of funny how this turned out, so I'm not even going to complain. Since we've united Italy, there's been resistance against the various social changes we've implemented in the Republic since its founding, particularly in the case of women's rights. The changes that we've brought to Italian society will take time, but eventually the rest of Italy shall accept them. Damn reactionaries. And what are you going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to let things wrap up. Finish up our little political tree. And then, yeah. Oh, good on Gabon for joining. Does Gabon have a focus tree? Oh, Friuli is now core. They do have a little focus tree. That's cute. We got Friuli and Venetia. Beautiful. Next up, let's get working on building a new mythos. And then we're just kind of done. Garibaldi was an anti-clerical nationalist and yet progressive figure. He was a true father in modern Italy. We shall use his image as one of a new Italy built following his ideals. Very founding fathers-esque, but I'm not going to complain about that. As we bring the revolution in the rest of Italy, our problematic relationship with the church is causing problems with reintegrating the Italian people into a cohesive nation. The Catholic Church is far more powerful in the rest of Italy than in our republic. Consequently, many people are trying to resist and slowing the progress of bringing the revolution to the rest of Italy. Well, they will learn in time, won't they? There we go. We got Rome cored up. It's beautiful, really. Abruzzo, which is here, that's right. And Sardinia now as well. That's nice. Very, very nice. Campania is now core, and the exhibition on the revolution. In 1919, the Socialist Republic of Italy was proclaimed. However, the resulting civil war would leave Italy divided. Since then, we've erased these false borders, reunified Italy, and brought the revolution to all corners of our country. Demonstrate our glorious victory of the people, grand exhibition of the revolution, and our struggles and losses have been unveiled in Roma. Celebrating the struggle to bring syndicalism to all corners of Italy will no doubt help to educate the masses about the revolution and inform them of the glory of a reunified Italy. Long live the Republic. Oh. Apulia, is that one of the ones up here? I forget. It probably isn't. Lower ones. And there we go, right here, Apulia. Well, that's the heel of the boot, gotcha. And I figure this note will be as good a note to leave on as any. As part of our efforts in forging a new revolutionary identity, there appeared a debate regarding a new anthem for the Republic. Parliamentary officials, after a short debate, decided on adopting Inno di Garibaldi, the Garibaldi hymn, as a new national anthem. The decision has already been formalized with a constitutional amendment. The Garibaldi hymn will further entrench the status of Giuseppe Garibaldi as Italy's national hero and cult figure. The Hero of Two Worlds commissioned the song late 1858 as the official anthem of the Hunters of the Alps Corps. Lyrics are written by poet Luigi Mercantini to the music by Alessio Olivieri. The song became very popular during the First Risorgimento, though it became known as the Garibaldi hymn only after the Expedition of the Thousand. Allarmi, allarmi. And that is all of the time we got today. Or for this series in general. I'm leaving things there, but I hope you all enjoyed this. I did. I had a fair bit of fun. I don't know what's next for Kaiserreich. We'll just have to wait and see. If you guys have any suggestions on what you want to see next, please let me know. Otherwise, I might just wait until the next update drops, a new content update, at least for a bit, unless something else feels moving to me. From here, probably need to hop in and play some TNO soon. I'm also going to be moving soon. I don't know if I'll have internet at my new place for a bit, so we'll have to wait and see. But, we'll get there when we get there. Until then, my friends, if you like this, like, didn't leaving comments, feedback, or future series ideas down in the comment section below. I do read all comments I get, and I do appreciate any feedback you might have for me. Check out my various links down in the description box below. Leaving comments or feedback down in the comment section below. And yeah, that's going to be it for now, friends. Thank you as always for watching. My name has been Mr. DB333, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye now.